Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Candid Conversations, Journey from the Single Place. This is your girl, Stephanie Renee. You already know it. And I am so excited to have you, and you. Another Tuesday, y'all, and we are on. I am super excited. Thank you for joining. Listen, you already know what to do. You already know what to do. Go ahead, like and share. Let someone know that we're on tonight. If you're watching from Facebook, Stephanie Caldwell, Stephanie Renee official page, YouTube, wherever you're watching from, welcome. Oh, welcome. Y'all know I got to start with my antics. Y'all know I'm silly. I love to have fun. I love to laugh and have a good time. And I hope you guys are feeling good today. How was your day? How was your day? While y'all jumping on, I see you coming in. Go ahead and put some comments in the chat. Let us know how you're feeling today. Let us know. Hey, Miss Carter, listen, you're one of our faithful ones. Hey, Keisha. So glad to have you. Welcome aboard. The numbers, y'all coming in. Thank you. Hey, Mom. Appreciate you always. Another one of our faithful viewers. We're so glad to have y'all on tonight. Listen, I'm excited about tonight. Y'all know that every other Tuesday we've been jumping in with some hot topics, talking about some juicy stuff, controversial, all of that. It's a good mixture of everything, okay? You know, we're going to come over here and talk about it, okay? Let's talk about it. And, y'all know how we do. It is just one of these podcasts where we want to get in here and have the conversation. We want to talk about real relevant topics that are relative to the single life, dating. Hey, Jada, all of that and above, okay? And we don't claim to have any solutions or anything like that, but, in our own experiences or whatever, you can take, as far as knowledge that could help you as you are in these dating streets, by all means, go ahead and do so. But yeah, we just love to come on and just have conversation. And what I love about it is that it's not just a one-sided thing. We have men on this show, we have women on this show, and I absolutely love that. And that is what we wanted. We didn't just want a one-sided perspective, even though we may not agree on everything. Y'all know it gets controversial, honey. It gets hot up in here, it gets steamy. We've about to ready to throw some blows. Now we ain't gonna throw no blows, but we do have controversial moments, but at the end of the day, it's just, hey, what is it? Men are from Mars and women are from Venus. And somewhere we're trying to find a middle ground. But yes, I'm glad y'all are coming in. Say hello. Say hello to your girl. Say hello to your girl. Listen, we're going to jump right in and do what we do. And tonight is going to be fun. As you know, every other Tuesday for the last few weeks, we've been having the gang, different ones facilitate. And tonight, we're going to have another one of our crew members going to come through. But right now, listen, y'all, I'm excited because we are expanding and we're doing some things. And we have coming in October, on October the 14th, that's it, October the 14th at 6:30, y'all, we're going to have a live show in Jonesboro with the Recharge Empowerment Ministries. We're so excited about it. They're excited. Listen, y'all, we're going to have adult time. We're going to have couch conversations. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be couch. It's going to be candid couch conversations. Journey from the single place. That's what it's going to be that day. And y'all already know how we do it here on the show virtually. So you can only imagine how it's going to be in person. So we want you guys to save this date. We're going to be putting the information out there on our social media sites. We want you to come, invite other people. Hey, you never know. Somebody might need a boo thing, so y'all come, men, women, everybody. Y'all jump on board. October the 14th at 6:30 p.m. We're going to have a comedian open up. We're going to have some fun stuff going. Might even have some games and a few prizes. You never know, okay? So you guys mark your calendars. Again, October the 14th at 6:30. And, we know that this show, we've designed and said, for singles and stuff, but we know our married people, y'all like to chime in too. So, hey, y'all are welcome too. We're going to open the floor and open the door for everybody, okay? So y'all join us. Listen, I'm not going to ramble anymore. I'm excited to have y'all continue to let people know that we're on. Go ahead and share and let people know that we're on tonight. Listen, y'all know how we do it. The gang is in the building. Y'all come on through and say hey to the people. What's up?
What's going on?
What is this man over here doing?
I'm chanting.
To start interceding.
The blood of Jesus.
Because I don't know what them signs are.
I'm your whole rain day kill.
Oh no.
Red flag.
That's what Tina Turner was doing.
He got on the clothes tonight. Red flag. He a walking red flag.
Walking
red flag. Just like the top of your scalp with your hair pulled that tight. I know it's on fire right now.
It's not. You're on fire with the Holy Ghost.
Exactly.
Well, I'm glad to have y'all on. How's everybody feeling? How you feeling, Mark? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you feeling, prophetess?
I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling.
I see you. You feeling real sanctified with your sanctified hair. Come on.
Not sanctified, baby. This is
that's your women's conference hair right there.
Yeah, not the women's.
Exactly. It is giving women's conference.
This is when they put on the flyer. This is
it look good though. It look good.
Thank you.
Guest psalmist. You're a guest psalmist.
Right. Ange, how are you feeling?
I am doing pretty good. I am for some reason hot. I need a cute fan to have while I'm on the show. I need a cute fan because right now all I got is a piece of paper. I don't want to be.
It's the change. It's the change.
It's not that fast. It's not happening that fast.
It's the change of the season, honey. We've been living in a walking hell. This heat has been blazing on earth.
Like real hot.
It's hot.
My God. Mr. Smith, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. I cannot complain. Ready to get it on with y'all tonight.
All right. Look, we call you our Black Moses.
Oh man.
Wow.
Parted the Red Sea.
That's her real singing voice too.
It is.
You wrong for that.
It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Hi, sis. Hi, Miss Andrea. So glad to have you on tonight. Thank y'all for coming in. And last but not least, and I saved her for last because again, y'all know we have every other week been allowing each one of the teammates to facilitate the show. Well, tonight we're turning it over to none other than the crazy one herself. Miss Wisdom Speaks is in the building.
Absolutely. You guys, I cannot wait to delve in tonight. We're going to have a real treat for y'all. I think this conversation is going to be a real, conversational piece. And I think we'll enjoy tonight's conversation. We're going to disregard the warlock that's sitting over here in the red corner. And we're going to continue to pray and plead the blood of Jesus because I don't like these devil horns. But
I wasn't a Christian right now.
Many will say, Lord, Lord, but he'll say, I never knew you. He may be one of them. But
hey, Cherise, thank you for joining.
Hey, Cherise. So are we ready to dive into the conversation for tonight, or do you have any more announcements?
Go right on in.
Okay, you guys. So I'm ready to dive. What is so funny is what I'm trying to figure out.
Sorry.
I missed it.
Throwing shade already.
You said, Stephanie, get out the way. That's what you basically just said.
Yesterday. Okay, shut up. Get out the way.
Absolutely not. See how men think? No, absolutely not. But I'm ready to dive into this topic tonight. The topic tonight is point of no return. Now, if y'all know, for a while now, I've been discussing this toxic group I'm in. I can't help it because there's so much drama and I love it. But seeing a topic in there, a story in there, really gave me this topic, and I want to discuss it, the point of no return. As you guys know, I'm very big on vetting. And I really believe that the more you know what you don't want, then that kind of helps you know what you want. So just to dive right in, I'm going to ask the audience first. Our number one question tonight is, what are your deal breakers when dating? And I want to hear from the audience. What are your deal breakers when dating? Y'all can put that in the chat for me. And while they're putting it in the chat, I want the host, Angela, Kevin, Demonic Samuels, and Mr. Smith, would you please give me some of your deal breakers when it comes to dating? And then I'll give mine toward the end. Angela, you want to start first?
Deal breakers. Can't admit when you're wrong. No accountability. You're just always right. I can't stand that. What else? I might have a few more, but I don't think I'm super picky. So I don't know. But that's one of them for sure.
And why is that? Why is that your number one deal breaker?
Because nobody is perfect. Nobody's perfect. And I've experienced that, like, you're not right. You actually were wrong in this situation. Like, take some responsibility for what you have done, what you have said, your actions, and let's just move on. It's not that deep. 9 times out of 10, it's not that deep. It's okay to be wrong. Okay. Some people feel like they just can't be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay.
Okay.
It's a turn off.
Is it though?
Turn off. Okay. Cool. Stephanie,
what does that mean? What does that mean, Demonic Samuels?
Why am I demonic?
See, I wasn't going to call you that, but that's a little sarcastic.
I'm a warlock. I'm demonic. Good Lord. Okay.
I mean, that's what Jerica called you, and you talking about are you being sarcastic with me?
Well, you said it's okay to be wrong, and I was like, is it though?
Oh, okay.
Starting already.
I know, right?
Already. Okay, so let's jump to you. What are your deal breakers and why?
Who are you?
Narcissistic.
Who you talking about?
The devil in the red.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, y'all can't keep calling me.
That's all good. I'll be there. That's all
We
good.
gonna stop.
Because guess what?
Okay, I'm the
She the closest to me right now, so it's all good.
okay.
My
All
deal
right.
breakers are bad hygiene, self-righteousness, somebody who can never be wrong, and anybody with Jericho's train of thought. Those are my deal breakers. Her train of thought towards men is a deal breaker. Listen, she the type of person you fool around with her, you gonna end up on an episode of Fatal Attraction, Snapped, For My Man, or something like that. One of them
absolutely.
shows where
You know them
she
shows.
killing.
He
One of
know him. Yeah.
on the ID channel. That's her right there. Jericho is dangerous. Dangerous women are a deal breaker to me. Any woman that's got a propensity and a proclivity for violence. Yeah.
You use your SAT words, aren't you?
You somebody spell that in the chat so Jericho can know how to pronounce it. She can read it. Can you read it?
I see you've been tooling up under Noel Jones.
Oh,
Mr. Smith, what are your deal breakers and why?
Number one is poor hygiene. I think this kind of sort of self-explanatory. It's one thing to have it all day, but not off all the time. Somebody that's manipulative, because not all women, but some women can use their wiles to get what they want for their own selfish reasons. Somebody who lies all the time. I'm talking about lie like a rug, just all the time. And somebody that got real anger issues. She just angry all the time.
Just angry all the time.
You can't make her happy. Like it just bring her flowers and ain't her favorite color. Or you take out the dinner, but they ain't got nothing I want here. Like just angry all the time.
It's mad.
Okay. I noticed that both of the guys brought up something physical first as their deal breaker, whereas the women kind of bring up things that are more, I guess, a part of the character. I wonder why is that you guys
Can I say why?
Why?
I'm gonna say why it is for me. I remember us having a conversation, and I'm like, well, I must not have high standards. Certain things like hygiene, like certain things are just like, duh. I feel like I don't have to say. So certain things like that is like a no-brainer. So I wouldn't even have to mention.
But you would be surprised. I didn't get a chance to go.
Yeah, I was going with you.
You would be surprised, Ange. Because I was going to say too. One of mine is bad hygiene. Like you already know. Like when it comes to smells and things like that. I mean, I know everybody. You eat something, whatever your breath. But if you just a person don't believe in brushing your teeth, washing your body, that is. Like I cannot do that at all. Like bad hygiene is a no-go for me. Like I cannot do that. This is somebody you gotta live with all the time and y'all intimate and you just no. Can't happen. So that's definitely number one for me. A liar. Oh my God, like ticks me off to no end. I'm like Marquel, I cannot deal with a liar. Somebody that, of course, like I said, nobody's perfect. Somebody might try to, but, people try to, if they did something, they try to, not say, little things, whatever. I ain't gonna say I could just write a person off like, I don't know. I can't think of an example right now, but like I'm talking like somebody just lie all the time. I absolutely cannot deal with that. Like lying to me is just, it just irks my nerves because it messes with my intelligence. Like I don't like a person that sits and lie or whatever. A person that sits up and just lie, like I can't deal with that. That's just and distrust. You know what I'm saying? So it would be my top three.
Top three. Okay. So
what if they lying to protect your feelings?
I don't want you to lie to protect my feelings because like I said before, I can say this honestly. I know men always say y'all can't handle the truth. Like I really do feel like I'm a woman that can handle the truth. I would much rather you tell me something and be honest, even if it hurts my feelings. Now, there's a way that you can say things, of course, but if it's something like personal, or you're trying to tell me something about, maybe I want you to lose some weight or something like that. Like, I really would want my person to be honest with me, and I feel like I could handle it. But the lying and stuff, it just bothers me to no end. Like, I'm just not that woman. I don't know. Well, we in this sign stuff, but I do not like it at all. I cannot.
Basically, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get you.
Yeah, it's what you say if you're gonna tell a lie.
I remember dating somebody, and he ended up, it was a big lie, and I'm like, honestly, it makes me feel like everything was a lie. It's hard to come back from it, because now I don't know what to trust, what to believe. You really just messed everything up.
Yeah.
Right. Definitely lying should be a deal breaker for everybody, but unfortunately it's not. But
thank you, Deasia. Hey, sis. So glad you're on. That part is that right there. You just hit a nail dead on the head. Lying stops me from having the choice to choose whether or not I want to deal with you, and that is so true.
Absolutely.
And I think that's why they claim we can't handle the truth. No, you can't handle what my response will be to the truth.
That's good, Angela. That is very good. That's very dead on, Ange. That's really very dead on. It really is, because most men know that we want the truth. Most men know that we want the truth, but because they're not ready for our reaction to whether we will leave or not. So it's, in a way, it's still to benefit you, because you know that if you tell a woman the truth about certain things that you have done that she's going to be against, then you're saving your own behind, because she's going to walk. But so that's not benefiting us.
Do women always leave after the truth, though?
No.
Okay, Chef, I can give you that one. I can give you that, a surprise. I can give you that, but I'm talking about lying about real deal stuff, lying about stuff that's going to affect me, my well-being, our relationship, cheating, lying, manipulation, like that type of lying. Okay. That.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Right.
Who lies the most, and then who tells the biggest lies, men or women?
Men and men.
Oh my God, men and men.
Now, I will say that when women lie, we are really lying to protect you all's feelings. There are women who that we know is a big thing, that women fake orgasms. Women fake yes, sir. So when women lie, we're lying.
Wait a minute.
Time to protect the man.
Can I hear from you?
It don't make it right.
Y'all lie to protect our feelings.
But you can't make y'all lie cute either. You know what I mean?
But that's what that's unfair though. That's unfair, because men say they lie to protect women's feelings too. So I don't think either party should lie, to be honest. At all. I sometimes telling the truth is one of the hardest things to do, but it's best to. And like I said, and I won't ever say that I've never told a white lie and everything like that, because I have. I'll be lying if I say I haven't. But it's wrong. It's wrong.
So I'll be honest. I have told. Okay, so I told a white lie. Question. So when was the last time you talked to this man? You dating somebody, y'all ain't too serious, but y'all getting there. So he asked me, when was the last time you talked to the other man? And I said, I don't even know why I said it. Let's say it was Thursday. I said Monday, but really it was Thursday. Like, it was that day. So I came back and I'm like, you know what? I got to tell you the truth. And I ended up telling him, I cannot lie. I technically can't lie. I'm going to come back and tell the truth if I did do a white lie. Like, I'm not going to be able to really do that. But that caused an issue, because now I'm a liar. No, I'm not.
Yeah. I agree with you, and I've been in the same situation, and it ate me up, and the convictions hit me so strong. That was somebody, that Holy Ghost, honey. It was just like, it just ate at me, and the guy actually believed it, but it was just my convictions would not let me, and I had to go back and tell him the truth. Because it was like I could not.
Y'all good.
My mind, my conscience was eating me up, and I was like, I can't do this. I got to tell the truth. And so that was like a lesson learned for me or whatever. And so I try to keep myself out of situations where I got to lie.
Y'all was good. And if I'm being honest, if I have told a lie, I'm not gonna say if I have told a lie. I have told a white lie here or there. But if I've told a lie, I'm a good I have a very good memory. So I can always remember what I said. So my lies will go me to my grave. And, I ask God for forgiveness. But outside of, I have lied to protect a man's feelings. I have lied to protect a man's feelings. And I have lied maybe kind of to make a man jealous. I have done that before. So I could consider those, white lies. But they'll never know. And
consider. Shout they lies. They are lies.
Yeah, why I gotta be like? That's why I say you can't make the lie cute. It can't be a white lie.
You're a liar.
No, wait a minute. It's a difference between somebody who lies and a person that's a liar. It's the difference between a lie
you know what, man?
And a person that's a liar.
Y'all women kill me with these loopholes y'all be finding in y'all arguments. Y'all really do. Y'all kill me with this. All y'all should have been lawyers. That's why women make the best attorneys, bro. They find they can find the loophole.
So Mark, you haven't lied. Mark,
yes, I've lied, but
I
have lied plenty of times. I have lied, but Jerica is up here trying to justify her lying. Well, it's a little white lie. Take the qualifier off of it. You're a liar, just like everybody else.
No, there are levels to lies.
No, there are not levels to lying.
There are levels to lying.
No. You just told me, Jerica, you and Steph, and y'all just said I can't stand the lie. I lie. The only lie that's acceptable, and this came out y'all mouth. The only lie that's acceptable is if you're trying to hide a surprise. That's the only time you said a lie was acceptable. Other than that
didn't come out of my mouth.
I'm a lie. But see, man, y'all got a double standard going on, man. I swear for Lord.
So can a man tell a little lie?
Let me explain
yes,
the
men
difference.
Tell little lies all the time. Okay, go ahead, Ange.
Let me. So Jerica and Stephanie said absolutely no to the lie. Me being in the situation that I just explained to y'all, it may not be popular, but I will let a little lie slide. If you have to lie to your grave and you lie to my face and I find out you're lying about something so small, I'm gonna be like, are you weird? You're weird. That's a turnoff. So if I find something out, if it's small, there are levels to it. Now, if you're lying about something deep, absolutely, I'm not accepting that. But if you're lying about I don't know, I just met you and you talking to Keisha and you don't want to let me know, but I found out you was talking to Keisha. We just met a month ago. I don't care about Keisha. You didn't have to lie to me about Keisha, okay? I'm going to let that slide. The next woman probably won't. I feel like there are levels, period.
Miss Barbara just brought up a good point. At the end of the day, the Bible, she said, does the Bible have different kinds of lies? That's okay.
I will say that,
but we're not saying it's okay. We're not necessarily okay.
Abraham lied about his wife, and God still said, he was highly favored.
Who is saying that it's okay?
Well, we did kind of say
who's saying that it's okay?
I said if you lie about a surprise, I said it's okay. I said if you lie about a surprise, then that's okay. But technically, biblically, we shouldn't be lying about stuff across the board. Like that's not something that you should live your life off of. Of course, like I said, as humans, we do make mistakes, and most of us can admit we have lied about something. Now, but it doesn't make it right. I want to ask this: is withholding something lying? Like you didn't tell a person I didn't do it and I did it, but is withholding something or giving an indication that of a particular thing that may not have happened or happened? That's
deceiving.
But it's not lying.
Deceiving. That's what that is.
Is that deceiving, or you just refraining from telling something?
It's called not volunteering information.
Okay, but in a court of law, if you deceitfully withhold information about where a fugitive is, you do know that is against the law. So yes, deceit is a part of lying.
The burden of proof is on them, though.
Yeah, but if
they got to prove it.
They can prove it. If you are, let's say you're harboring a fugitive and you tell the people, I don't know where this man is, and they find him in your closet.
But that was lying, though.
But that's lying. That's lying because
you told
them. If I don't say anything, I'm exercising my right to remain silent.
It was the Fifth Amendment.
Yeah, I don't have to incriminate myself.
But in some cases, you will get arrested, and you will face criminal charges. You will for deceit, that withholding information.
Listen,
Absolutely.
you don't. But if you remain quiet, but if you remain quiet, it's not lying. For instance, if somebody to lie is a statement.
Wait a minute. If someone is HIV positive and they go around and nobody has to ask you, are you HIV positive? Are you HIV positive? They don't have to ask you that. But if you withhold that information knowing that you have HIV, that is against the law and you will be arrested. So sometimes omission is.
That's not lying though. You're talking about putting somebody's life in danger. Like, but that's not. They didn't lie.
Deceit is a part of
That's
lying.
why I say there's levels. There's all kind of levels to lying. It's still a lie. It's still under the lie umbrella, but there are levels.
So Angela, what you about to say? Let me piggyback off you, Angela. So if you cook something and I say it don't taste too good, I might say, you ask me does it taste good, and I'd be like, yeah, you can deal with that. But anything else outside of that you can't really deal with. I'm asking. Like, let's say for instance I hid some money from you or something.
Me personally, that with that scenario, I'll be like, why you didn't tell me you didn't like it? I could fix it up next time. Tell me the truth.
We were sparing your feelings.
Dumb little lies. You didn't have to do that though. Certain dumb little lies to me, it shows a reflection of your character. Like, you didn't have to lie about that. Why? Why? So I don't know. I start thinking of you a little bit different, maybe. But
why I gotta be there? Why can't it be? I'm trying to be nice to you. Why can't it be? I'm just trying to be nice to you.
So listen. At the end of the day, I'm in this live conversation with y'all. I feel like there are levels. Some of it I really don't care about. I don't care. Like, I'm not about to trip. I ain't tripping.
I say certain white lie. It's levels to lying, like Ann say. We all know that there's levels to lying. We lie to kids about Santa Claus, okay? But if you lie about, like I say, harboring a fugitive,
Santa Claus ain't real.
Shut up, Mark. We harbored on this one long enough. I don't know what the central consensus is. If we agree that it's okay, if we agree that it's not.
We agree that it's levels to lying.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Mark Quayle never agreed to that. What are you talking about?
So, okay, let's say, for instance, a woman lied to boost your ego or to stroke your ego. Okay. Are you gonna say,
stroke?
Girl, don't lie to me?
That's how you get your bills paid.
Exactly.
That's how you get your bills paid.
So then in that case, you can agree that certain lying levels, lower level lying,
you're not leaving her. Exactly.
Right.
I'm not trying to ask you, do you make my ego any better? Just keep on doing it.
Exactly. That's exactly what he just said.
And the same for us. Tell us we look good in the dress, even if we don't. Tell us our food is good, even if
I don't want you to tell me I look good in the dress if I don't. I don't want to go out here looking crazy. Tell me, baby, that don't look good.
Please don't do that one.
If I feel confident in it and you see that I'm confident in it and don't crush me.
I don't care if it don't look good. Like, okay, I don't care if I'm confident or not. If it don't look good, please don't lie and tell me it look good and it don't.
What if it looks good to you though?
Right. That's what I'm saying. If you're confident in it and you
can distinguish the difference between an opinion. You can distinguish the difference between that's your opinion, and because if everybody else is telling me I look good and you just personally don't like it on me for whatever reason, then that's just your opinion. You can tell the difference.
Right.
But sometimes it's what a person's saying, what you hear.
Facts.
When
y'all have a tendency to want to hear.
Right.
Somebody said men tell lies. Like they said men lie the most, and we'll say I was working late or I was at my friend's house. But women tell the biggest lies. They be like, it's your baby, you the daddy.
Now, I will say women are the best at lying. I will say that women are the absolute best at lying. Yeah. I know a woman that's been having an affair for years and her husband still don't know. So, I mean.
Won't you tell him?
Y'all the biggest players.
Yeah, I will say that. I can agree with you on that.
Yeah, the biggest players.
Well, I guess we agree to disagree on this.
Are y'all, Jerica, are y'all close?
No, she's a woman that used to be my client. Okay. Yeah. But no. But I just know she's been having an affair for years. But so I didn't say my deal breakers. My deal breakers are men with small age children, men who talk poorly.
I thought you was about to say something else small.
Baby, I'm about to click the end broadcast.
Angela, I thought it was just me.
I'm about to click end broadcast.
I was bracing for the impact, Angela. I swear to God, I was. I was like, no.
How do y'all think that of me?
We never know what might come out of your mouth sometime.
We thought you would say a man with a small.
I was like, well, that too, but
Keep going. What's the other deal breakers?
Your mother is watching this show.
That's what. Yeah, well, y'all brought it up. My mama probably feels the same. I'm sorry, Mom. Look, I got it from somewhere, but okay, men with small age children, men who talk poorly of other women. I can't stand that. Men who talk bad about their exes, men who play the victim. All those are absolute deal breakers to me. Like, cut off. Finito. Game over with.
You know what? I would love to know, what is your perfect man, Jared?
Process that right there.
I'm curious.
You know what? I used to give a list. You know, I used to say, you know, I have this whole list of what I want, but you know, now I just say I don't know, but I'll know it when I see it. I'll know it when I see it and when I feel it. So I'm not going to put any stipulations.
Sherrod said views are going up. He said stay right there earlier. We're going to the next topic because our time is quickly going on to the next topic. But the views have gone up.
I thought Derek was finna bust it wide open with that last statement. I was like
nervous.
Well, I mean, if we get on that subject, we can be honest. I mean, is that a deal breaker? Well, we're a Christian show, so you shouldn't be. You know,
we always try to preface with that, but we are a
Christian show. But let's be real, we have people in the church are busting it more open than the people in the world. So let's be honest. If that was a thing, if that was a real thing, would that be a deal breaker? Somebody who was not as good in the bedroom.
I don't know. I am chaste. You okay? So I don't know.
No. Okay.
Would that we just talked about lying, Mark.
All right.
We just talked about lying.
You can't prove it otherwise. Okay, I'm chaste.
No,
I'm sure somebody out there snitched on you.
Yeah, because I did tag him in his live. So if any woman out there that's dealing with Mark, please come forth and we'll get you some help.
It's not gonna mess up the money like that.
On to the next topic.
Okay, on to the next topic. Okay, I'm gonna preface this by saying, all right. So Stephanie it was a meme that she shared about people, men texting like what you doing, the WYP, and how annoying that is to certain women. And some men couldn't understand why that would be annoying or all that kind of stuff. So that prefaces this next question. What are some of your nuances that are a complete turnoff? That what you're doing, texting all the time, that is complete turnoff. Like you will get, that's another finito.
Let me just say this because I had men that I didn't even know I was still friends with came out the woodworks on me when I posted that. I got the post from another group that I'm in. I don't know if it's, one of those single groups, for dating and all that. And so I put my 2 cents in it and I said, yes, I agree. And the men just went ham. They did not like me saying, oh, what's so wrong with that? Y'all focus on the little minute stuff. But let me just explain it more in depth, okay? When, as a woman, and I don't know, y'all help me out, ladies. I don't know if it's a right way to feel, but it's annoying because for one, and this is how I perceive it, when I'm first meeting a guy and I get to a point where I've given you my number, to me that's significant because I don't give every guy my number. Like I'm very I'm very cautious of giving just, guys my number out the blue like that. Even being on the dating apps and stuff, we've been in chatted for a minute or whatever. And I might, I can admit I'm old school in a lot of my ways or whatever. I'm old school. I have a somewhat of an old mentality when it comes to dating and things. But anyways, if I give you my number, and then you off the bat start texting me with WYD, and some guys don't even say good morning, good afternoon. You didn't sleep in my bed last night. You was not in my house. Why are you just automatically texting me WYD? To me, and I'm not saying, I don't know how guys view it, but it comes off, especially if you're doing it all the time. Now I will see if it's like, a few passes, or we didn't build this this rapport where, okay, we've already talked, and then you just kind of in the middle of the day say what you're doing, whatever. I can kind of let it slide, even though, like I say, it still can be annoying. But to me, it comes off that guys will give. It's like you're giving the minimum of yourself to have a conversation rather than saying, hey, how are you today? Something like that. It's like you WYD me all the time. Like, why? It's just, and I can't even explain it. And to be honest, I felt like I was one of the only women that did not like that until I started expressing it. Other women was like, I can't stand that either. And I was like, I do not like it. It's like, I feel like, and like I said, this show is not, I don't want people to think like this show is specifically designed for men to come against the women and women to come against the men. But it's just, it's perspective, and it's for men to see our perspective, and we're trying to see y'all's perspective. Are we right about everything that we think about y'all? No. Are y'all right about everything y'all think about us? No. But it's perspective. And so for me, it comes off that you're giving the bare minimum of yourself. It's like, okay, I want to get in where I fit in. I want her to at least know that I'm still, so if I want to go over there, if I want to whatever, I'm saying, at least I'm communicating with her. But to me, it's just like, that's minimal communication, especially if you're doing it all of the time. But again, I feel like men will expect for us to cook. Of course, we believe in marriage and stuff like that for sex, but men will expect you to have sex, all this type of stuff y'all expect. But it's like, okay, what if we was to reverse the flip the script and be like, always text y'all with simple little stuff like that. And it was kind of like men was like, why would y'all feel that way? That's so minute. It's the same way y'all feel when y'all say y'all don't like when women say we need to talk. You can't, just because you might feel like why y'all making such a big deal about it. I mean, there are things y'all make a big deal. Like we would say, well, why does that bother you when I say, can we talk? I just feel like we need to have a discussion, but y'all don't like that. So I felt like the men were understanding. You can't make us not feel the way we feel about it. It's the way we feel about it. That's my spiel on it.
Guess what?
Very passionately, yes.
That's why they say, because they don't want to talk. So can we talk?
Right.
They don't want to talk. What you doing? They have short conversation when it comes to texting and all of that. They do not want to talk. I'm sorry.
Everything within context. If y'all, most of the time when y'all say we need to talk, there's an attitude behind it. And we know there's going to be a barrage of grievances that come behind that. So no
good talk.
It ain't. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But if you come to me and like, baby, listen, can we talk about something? Or can we discuss something? If you ask me, then, like I said, it's all in presentation. But if you be like, listen, we need to talk. We already know. Here come the foolishness.
Got to brace for impact.
Okay, I like what Chevy said. You said Music Soul Child, he wrote a song, Teach Me How to Love. And that's so good. I'm glad you brought that up.
Music Soul Child also wrote a song called Buddy. A buddy is a beneficial arrangement.
Oh my Lord, would you stop it?
Here,
would you stop it?
There are some instances where
same man that wrote Buddy,
and we're gonna have a show to talk about this. How because we want to get an understanding from you guys. How does a woman love a black man? How do y'all need us to love you? And we're gonna also do it on the other end. But sometimes, even if you try to teach a person, they may not be willing to learn. Sometimes you're trying to you have a conversation and say, look, this bothers me, or I wish you would do this better. But if a person is set in their ways and they feel like I ain't doing that wrong, or whatever the case may be, sometimes it's not always accepted. And to go back to the point of what Angela was saying, you were saying they don't like to talk or whatever. And this was another point that I was making too when we was having this conversation through chat with some of the guys, is that men can say, well, all men aren't talkers. And I get that all men are not talkers to a certain degree, but every man that I know knew how to open his mouth and say what he need to say and talk his talk when he was trying to get with a woman. If he was trying to sleep with that woman, he didn't just text WYD. Then when he first met a woman, you knew how to talk your talk. You knew how to form your sentences and make them work for your benefit. So to say that, every man isn't a talker, I mean, I can't buy that, right. And then you don't even say hello or good morning or good afternoon. It's just WYD.
But don't all the messages get old after a while? Like if I text you good morning every morning and what you doing, because y'all will get tired of it eventually too.
Yeah, I will, because at the end of the day, I feel like I'm a traditionalist. If y'all haven't noticed, I'm a traditional woman. So I just feel like you cannot really conversate with somebody through text message. Don't text message me all day. Please don't text message me all day. Call me, let's talk. Maybe one time, when we maybe, during the day, maybe one time before we go to bed. Please don't text me all day, because that is that's a nuance to me. Don't text me all the time. I don't have time to sit there and keep reading text messages. And because of the simple fact, I think text message is the bare minimum form of communication that you can do. Anybody can text you all the time and make it seem like they're really trying to communicate with you, when really a text message only takes literally 0.5 seconds. Like, I really feel like you can't really get to a text message take 0.5 seconds
No,
to
it
send a text message. It does.
takes much longer than that. Have you ever sat there and timed out your text?
Yes,
and it's 0.5 seconds.
0.5 seconds for me to say, hey.
No, it takes 0.5 seconds to text WYD. That's the only thing that takes 0.5 seconds to text.
But it's not going to take much more than that just to say, hey, how are you?
Your thumbs must move pretty slow. You either got an Android.
Well,
so how about...
Because your phone got to be on Wi-Fi in order for you to text.
Absolutely not. Verizon, baby. Verizon.
You ain't got no data plan.
So if he says something, it's a problem.
So how about, so when we are dating someone...
You froze,
Ange.
No, go ahead, Ange.
Go ahead.
Okay. I was going to say, when we are dating, when we are dating someone or meeting someone, I feel like what you're doing the text stuff is really it is minute to a certain extent. It's stupid, because they get to know that person. Like, if you're getting to know that person, you'll understand their level, how they communicate or whatever. I had a guy tell me, he did tell me off top, like, hey, I know how to have a good conversation. We can talk about anything, but I'm not good at starting conversations. He's like, I really am an introvert. I say to myself, I'm shy. He told me off top he was shy. I never heard a man say I'm shy. So
I think that was game right there.
He gets a little wiggle room. You know what I'm saying? We have the bad ones. He might not know how to start.
I have seen some of the shyest men, when they want a woman, they're going to pursue. I've seen a man that I haven't heard him say 2 words in 3 years, that if a woman that he's interested in come around, he is going to open up his mouth. He's going to pursue that woman and all that kind of stuff. I think just when somebody is constantly texting you versus picking up the phone and calling you, they're really just trying to string you along and give you the illusion that they're trying to communicate with you, when real communication comes when you're verbally, because anything can be taken over text message. I could say, what's going on, something simple like that. You can read that as what's going on. Like, you can read it as, so you can't really tell a person's tone, their inflex, all the things that comes with a natural voice is talking. You can't tell that over text message. So I think when somebody's really trying to get to know you, they're going to talk. Don't text me all day. My potential husbands out there, don't text me all day. You will get blocked so fast. Don't text me all day. Pick up the phone and call me and get to know me. Other than that, I just feel like you're trying to think I'm a booty call, and that's not what it's.
Oh my God.
I like what Tam said. Can you put back up what Tam said? She said WYD in itself isn't the problem. And that was my point. It's not that I can't tolerate WYD at all. It's the excessive use of it that's annoying. How are we supposed, like she said, how are we supposed to learn each other or hold a decent convo from WYD? And that was my whole point. It's not that, oh, you can never say WYD to me or I'm going off the radar. No, it's guys that are always using that. That was my whole point. Like, I don't want to be WYD all the time.
So is it that, okay, because if I'm getting WYD all the time and y'all so annoyed by it, in my mind, the N-word just ain't trying to really mess with you like that. It's simple. If somebody wants you, they're going to talk to you. They're going to take you out. They're going to get to know you. If all he got is WYD every 2 days, he don't want you. So why are you so annoyed and mad by it? Just let him go.
Right, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, when I meet a guy, or if I give a guy my number, like I said, I haven't given a guy a long-term chance to keep WYD. I'm talking about, like, okay, if I was conversating with a guy, then I finally got to the point, give him my number, and then it's like from the jump or whatever, you start just sending me all this WYD or whatever like that. I'm saying it. I'm gonna like already cut you off from the jump right there. But what I'm saying is, it was just the statement of what I posted was saying, like, a woman that paying her bills and stuff like that, grown woman, don't want to be WYD. You know what I'm saying? Really, it was saying like at all, but you don't want it all the time. And if I start seeing patterns of it in the beginning, then yes, I'm like, I'm not gonna deal with that for no month, 2 months, especially somebody I just met. Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But since y'all hate WYD so much, I'm gonna tell you what I hate to see as a man. Okay, I can't stand it when y'all send a text message and half the message ain't nothing but emojis. Okay, right, or y'all don't use punctuation marks. I hate that. I hate. You hear me? half your message is emojis and all this other stuff. Listen,
how old are the women that you're dealing with?
I ain't no cryptic reader like that, man. You know,
how old are the women that you're dealing with?
It don't matter. Y'all do. Every woman does it. Every woman.
No, that's not.
No.
Yes, y'all do.
I don't even use emojis in my text message, and I use.
That's because your phone's so old it ain't got emojis on it. But I'm talking about.
You see those two cameras?
I'm talking about for the women that do it. That's something. That's a pet peeve of mine. But see, then I think you stupid. You don't know how to say it.
Look at Shamala.
It's almost like when you go to McDonald's, right? When you go to McDonald's and you look on, remember back in the day on the register, they used to have pictures of food. And I was like, these children can't read. They got to have pictures of food on there. That's what I think. When a woman sends a bunch of emojis, I'm like, oh, she can't read.
But I'm saying what age women are doing this, because I know personally 30 and up, we can't be sending emojis like that, because I don't even know who does that. Like, are you dealing with the very young, like, like 19, 25? Or... I have been
this with women, in every facet in life.
Wow.
Y'all love to overkill these emojis, man. I don't get it.
Have you dealt with that, Marquel? Because this is my first time ever hearing of something
like
that.
I use emojis.
I'm dealing with it now.
Talk, sir. Talk.
I mean, emojis all the time. I use emojis, but I'm gonna explain myself too.
He said he did. Watch out, boy. You know her sister's up here. Watch out. A bunch of emojis. They're gonna be talking about you, Markwell.
It's all right. Yeah.
I'll be calling her right after the show. Like, did you hear what he just said?
Man, she on here now talking like she's singing. She ain't singing. She's well taken. I don't know why she even in the comments. I mean,
we got a mixture of everybody on here, so
right. But I never knew women did that. I only send people emojis if they send me one, and I'm just trying to be, you know.
But you know like what?
I'm more in the conversation,
but you know what? We can accept that if women are doing that all the time. I use emojis, but I don't think I use them excessively, and I will make my statements. But we can accept that if that's something that aggravates y'all. Okay. Hey, we take it, but don't get mad because we said we don't like WYD and go off the radar because we said
that's cool. That's cool. And don't hit me with the "Hey Big Head" text message neither.
Man,
that means you honey.
Hey,
y'all do that. Men do that.
No, we don't say no "Hey Big Head."
I have had. I don't know with a guy that I was dating with. He was like, "Hey Big Head."
Hey stranger.
Especially they were trying to get back in the picture. Hey stranger. That's a big one.
Don't let you post a good looking photo on Instagram.
What?
They want the old thing back. And don't let you post a good photo on Instagram or Facebook. All these old, I mean literally old, come from left and right talking about, hey stranger, you know, I've been feeling you and all this kind of stuff. Like, sir, bye. Okay. Bye.
Cap, Jericho. Cap.
I just got one last night.
Cap.
A cap. Oh, I can show you my inbox.
Right. Chevy, that's true. Hey Big Head and Hey Stranger is a resurface, and men
absolutely, and that's a nuisance, a nuance I don't like. Don't pop up on me because first of all, if you pop up, I probably wasn't talking to you anyway back then. So what makes you think that you got a chance now? Absolutely not. Because you're probably even more broker than you was the last time when I seen you.
Jericho, who hurt you?
Nobody.
He said it all the time. Next topic.
She being real specific, Steph. She being real specific. You're probably broken out than you were back then. Who you talking about?
And that's another nuance. Broke men.
Somebody.
That's another nuance. Broke men. Stop trying to date and you ain't got no money. Then want somebody to do all these coffee dates and all that kind of stuff. I don't drink coffee. Don't take me on a coffee date. I like steak. Take me to a nice steak restaurant. Do not sit up here. Yeah, don't sit there. And I heard one woman, this man was sitting there inviting her on a coffee date, trying to be cheap. And then when she get there, he already sitting down with his coffee, telling me something he gonna hold the table. So you couldn't even buy the woman a coffee. Don't take me on no cheap date. That's a nuance. I don't drink coffee. I eat steak. Take me to a steak place so I can get me a good steak. Thank you.
Then take her to the Texaco.
Jericho. A cheap date was one of my best dates ever.
Are you in a relationship with him now?
It still was my best date. It still was literally one of my best dates ever.
What was it thought out? It depends on if it's just cheap or did he like well plan it. Like it may not have been that expensive, but it was something that he put thought into and planned it out. That's different.
It was really spur of the moment, but he put thought into it. So yeah, there is a difference there.
I don't mind, you know, if I'm just getting to know a guy, whatever. I could be wrong. Some women might stone me. I'm okay with a guy. We going on like a, little coffee date, donuts. I don't drink coffee like that, but I might get some tea and some donuts and stuff just to kind of have small talk to even see if this is something that we want to pursue. I don't have a problem with that. And then, moving further along, if we start getting more in depth, now I don't want all my dates to be no coffee dates, take me out nice, sometimes. And to be honest, to be real with you, y'all might be like, you crazy. I am. How do y'all feel about this? A woman who sometimes will say, I pay for this date. If a guy's been showing you investment and I'm willing to do that.
Jericho, why? I want to know why, Jericho. Why?
Because I feel
At some point, if this man has been, y'all been dating for a while now, a few months, and he's been doing.
No, not if we're dating. If we're in a relationship, I will maybe pay for a date. But dating, I'm not paying for a thing. You want my time, and I feel like if you start off giving them, if you start off giving them passes, then they'll continue to do the bare minimum. And I think when you allow a man to do the bare minimum,
Erica, you don't like nobody.
I do like people. No, I'm not awarding, but if you start off accepting the bare minimum, then they're going to continue giving you. It's going to get even more. So the next day, once you accept the coffee date, then the next day going to be, well, I cooked something for you at my house. No, I don't want to go to your house. That's because they feel like if you will accept that low of a date, because a man puts no thought into taking you out to coffee. It's the most cheapest thing. A cup of coffee costs $2.75.
What's wrong with that?
Do I look
how much money does a man have to spend on you to make you feel like he like you?
No, it's the thought into it, because I feel like when you are putting effort into it, and if you
I'm nervous too, Nelson. I'm nervous. I'm praying so hard.
You're gonna have a brother-in-law, but you're gonna have, but at the same time, I'm just not accepting the bare minimum. And I just feel like you can't do more than a $2.75 coffee. You don't need to be dating. If you can't at least put, you don't even have to take me to
we didn't say all the time, Jerica.
I'm not saying all the time either, but that's once we get comfortable. If we're just starting off and you want to take me for coffee, no, I'll see if I'm a coffee woman. I'm not a coffee woman. I'm a steak woman. So I want to go sit down and have a steak.
You don't eat steak at home every day.
I don't eat it at home every day. But when I don't eat it at home every day, but when I go out, most of the time when I go out, I'm going to order me a steak. That's just a fact. So at the end of the day, you don't have to take me to a 5-star steak restaurant. I will take a 3-star. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
you just had chicken last week. You just had chicken last week.
You know what? Beyonce wrote a song about you, Jerica.
That wasn't a 3-star, so I wasn't going to trust a steak there because it wasn't a 3-star restaurant. So,
oh my God!
I don't agree, y'all.
Beyonce
agree.
Beyonce wrote a song about her, Stephanie. Me, myself, and I.
Right.
Just me. Yeah, that's
before
all.
Before I accept bare minimum,
I was going to say, Beyonce said she'll take him to Red Lobster.
Oh yeah.
No, listen.
Y'all really think Beyonce and Red Lobster?
Yeah.
Y'all really think that?
She ordered it in.
Let me say this. I will say this. You said that if you start. No, I've experienced a guy taking me. We might have started out going, to a small little coffee shop, whatever the case may be, and then later on, or whatever, they did do more if the interest was there. I mean, but I don't agree.
Where is the relationship now, though?
It wasn't. We didn't connect. But that doesn't mean that.
It doesn't matter, Jerica.
No,
y'all don't think it matters. I'm telling you, it matters. How you accept. How people start is how they're going to continue. And if they feel like you will accept a $2.75 coffee, they are going to lowball you and lowball you.
No, that's not true.
Men talk a lot of junk, but men don't even respect women who take the bare minimum. They do not. They do not respect women who take the bare minimum. Men will talk all this junk, but when they get money,
you are pushing, you dragging it.
I am not dragging it. I'm telling you, because men will say this, but when they get money, who are the women that they go for? The women who are out of their league, who are the high maintenance women. These are the women they go for. When they have money to do it, those are the women they take. Look at Kevin Hart. Look at all these other pro ballers. Look at all these other people. They will look at Kanye West. Now, he dated black women all the time. He was poor. But as soon as he get money and can afford to take on a Kim Kardashian, now he with Kim Kardashian. His poor black ex-girlfriend still struggling down here or whatever.
Jerica,
this is a long reach
talking about a man who consistently takes you on coffee dates. You're talking about a man who takes you on coffee date Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from the first date y'all met until whenever. If you meet a man, I have been on coffee dates and $300 meal dates. He can do
And
whatever he wants to do.
He have to.
Nothing
I haven't been on a coffee date.
Somebody spent $300 on Jerica?
No. Yes.
Just 300.
But does it ultimately matter? Like, I mean, where we go, does it really ultimately matter?
It
doesn't.
It's the effort that you put in, and I just feel like when a man wants to take you on these small dollar dates, it's because they're dating multiple women, so they're trying to keep their budget low. That's so it really is. Like, see, Shamala saying she know what I'm trying to express. When you allow a man to come into your presence, you want my time, and you want my time to take me.
But we also want men's time too. We gotta be real. Hold on, we want men's time too. We have to be real about this now, sis. And we gonna go on because we get stuck in the place. But we got to be honest as women. We wouldn't be on the date if we didn't want his time too. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna say that. Oh, the man is just want. I want the man's time too because I'm out here in these dating streets because I want a man. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and say I don't want me a man. I want me a man, but I also want a man. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna value me and stuff. And I don't think of a man if y'all first starting off. I've said this before. I don't expect a man off the bat to spend a whole lot of money. You don't even know me. So I'm not looking for you to just throw out your whole wallet and this is a first date. So we have a little small coffee date. And then if we feel like, oh, you know, we might want to go somewhere, continue this to get to know each other more, then yes, you can't keep taking me on coffee dates and stuff. But over time or whatever, you take me somewhere nice and things like that. And then if we've been dating for a while, then there are times I will offer, like I will pay. I don't think that automatically makes a man give you the bare minimum and lowball you because you accepted a coffee date off the first jump. I don't agree with it.
They will. They will. If you accept the bare minimum, they will continue with the bare minimum. It's not, they'll probably do a little bit better maybe if you accept the relationship with them. But at the end of the day, I feel like men splurge out money for what they care about.
Jericho, get out of here.
John said, man, somebody must have promised you a steak and gave you chicken.
No, actually, and see, that's what people think when I say this. But actually, no, like the men that I have dated, you know what I'm saying? Even if they didn't give me steak, I could get my own steak. But at the end of somebody said, stretch your hand to a jerk.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. But at the end of the day, we all know that men will, they have no, men will take and put $200 into a game set. Men will take and put $1,000 on an old rusted car trying to fix an old rusted classic. They come out classic up. I seen men pull out money at all stops on stuff. Men will spend $500, you know what I'm saying, on some sneakers. Men will take and spend $200-$300 on tickets to see their favorite player or whatever, a basketball game, football game. But they want to take you for $2.75. If y'all want to take that, that's on y'all. I'm not taking no $2.75. If I got to get to know you, then you're gonna at least take me to a nice sit-down restaurant where we can sit and talk and get to know each other. I don't drink coffee. You're not gonna spend $2.75 on me and think you're gonna get my time. I don't even go to a job.
Do you know the type of women that put a price tag on their time like that? They're known as prostitutes. And I'm just saying, no, what prostitutes do.
So that. when you go to your job, will you accept them giving you $2.75 an hour? So because you're getting paid by the hour, right, by your time. So
but I'm not dating my job. I'm not dating my job.
But
I'm not in a romantic relationship with my job.
And you're not in a romantic relationship with me. You're getting to know me.
But you're
getting my time.
Value though. You're asking. You're saying I gotta pay for your time. You're prostituting yourself. If I gotta sit here, if that's what you want to call it. If you're saying
I'm not going to take $2.75.
No, hold on. No, wait a minute. You say if I can't pay a certain amount of money for your time, you're saying basically I can't afford you. If I can't afford you, then if I can't afford your time, that's a
you're
prostitution.
right. If you can,
that's an exchange. That's an exchange.
That is not an exchange.
That is an exchange.
You come into my life wanting my time, and then you're gonna dictate.
But that's because I think you like me too, my time, Jerica. But that's because I think you like me too. You keep saying you don't know that. My time, so you don't want mine.
If you go out on a date,
why are you even going on any date with him?
Right.
Because I'm trying to get to know you. I'm not that type of person that's love at first sight or like at first sight. I don't know what I like
We
about
didn't
you.
say love. You got an interest.
I don't even like you. I may have an interest, but that doesn't mean I like you. Because at
Wait
the
a
end of
minute.
the day, I don't know
telling
who
me,
you are.
are you
He may
telling
feel the
me
same
you
way.
have no interest in me at the time I asked you to go out on a date?
I have been out on dates with guys.
And you want to see what I can do to impress
Let's
you?
be honest. I have been out on dates with guys that I have not had interest in, and I'm trying to see to maybe I'm looking on the surface. Maybe if I conversate with him, then
But that was something. No, Jessica, no, we got to be real. There's something about him that triggered you to want to go give him an opportunity, to even go out on a date with him.
Stephanie, you went on a date with a guy to Olive Garden. Let's be real. You went on a date with a guy to Olive Garden that you said you were. Because she said she wasn't interested in this man at all. She was just going. Okay, so let's be real. Okay, exactly. So what are you talking? So now you want to point the finger at me? We've all done that. I want to see if it's anything on the surface. I've never gone out with a guy on a date and said,
but okay, here's the thing. The way it's coming across, you're making it sound like that's your standard. Now, it's one thing if Steph or whoever went out that one time, maybe to go get a free meal, whatever. But you sound like you're making, hey, pay for my time. You sound like you're making that your standard. And that's why I'm saying, like, prostitutes do that. Why do I have to? I'm paying to take you out because I want to get to know you.
No, what I'm saying is men's money is valuable to them and they spend it on what they feel like is valuable to them. If you feel like right, but at the same time, if you feel like I'm a valuable candidate for somebody that you want to get to know, because you see me, you approach me, you're coming to ask me out. So why are you wanting me to waste my time on a coffee when I'm saying that's not my standard? So therefore, no, I'm not good. That is my standard, to take me somewhere nice to get to know me. I'm not accepting that. So at the same time, you all want women to accept what you bring, but y'all don't want to accept us what our standard is. Men like y'all want high value, high standard women, but you want to lowball them on everything else. Like, no, you're not going to lowball me. If your value is shoes or whatever case may be, then you could spend $50 to $100 on a nice dinner, and what is that going to break you?
You still comparing yourself to things that have a price tag. Shoes, clothes, cars, all that stuff. Those things have a price tag, and you're saying, well, if you can spend money on that, spend money on me. You're making yourself an inanimate object. You're making yourself less than
I'm gonna say this. I want the woman that can accept Papa Do's, but I want the woman that also don't mind golden arches. If it gets to that point.
Claudia says she agree with you. Whatever. Go to bed, Claudia.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Because it's a fact. It's a fact.
To each his own.
To each his own. That you feel that way.
Yeah.
It's really not, and it's sad that you all feel the way that you all feel, because you're accepting. I'm serious, because you're accepting the bare minimum from these men who can do more, and it's not like they can't do more.
But why do you put a price tag on? Why do you have to put a price tag on it though? That's my only question.
I'm not saying to spend.
It's not like they don't do more. It's not like they don't do more. This is what I'm not understanding. They can do both. What is the problem?
But I
feel like how you start is how you
end. That man gotta feel like you like him too.
Sure.
He feel like you got an interest in him too.
Yeah.
And he'll know that after the first date, if I agree to a second date, if I agree to a third date, he will know that. But I'm not going to agree. If your option is to take me to coffee, you will never get a date from me.
Jerry said, can he buy you a steak from Walmart and cook it for you at home and have dinner? How would you feel about that?
No, not at first, because that whole goal is what I tell you. The whole goal is to get you back to their house, because they want to spend the least amount of money they can to get you out of your drawers. This is their goal. They want to spend
why do you think everybody's after you?
I agree.
Why?
I think Jessica, this is going off subject, but do you feel at all? And I do feel like she don't want to date. Yeah. I feel like, do you feel like because of some because there's some things that you've experienced, there's some hurt there's some resentment, and because of these groups that you've in, these spirits are inflaming you with fear.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think by experience I have learned that if you, like I said again, accept the bare minimum from the beginning, that's what you're going to get in the relationship. A man can do more than take you out on a coffee date. If a man tell you that the only thing he can do or want to do the first day is take you out for coffee, he is doing the bare minimum to get you out of your job. Because let's be honest, the goal is
Wait a minute. Hold on. No. Time out, Jericho, hold on. Let me speak for men on this one, okay? If we're trying to get into your drawers, we're not gonna do the bare minimum. We're gonna try to impress you.
We're gonna do the most.
They would do the most.
If we're trying to smash, yeah, we're gonna try to impress you. We're not gonna take you to Starbucks, but we do that because we genuinely like you and we want to get to know you. I'm not gonna take you to Starbucks if I'm trying to smash. No.
You gotta listen to some
Jericho, are you telling me that there are some marriages, some couples who are married? You're telling me that there's Starbucks. They started off at Starbucks. You're talking about how you get them is how it's going to be. Like, no, some people start off at Starbucks.
Just because you're married, just because you're married is not the end goal.
But I'm talking about a healthy marriage. Now you know what I'm talking about.
You show me a healthy.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about.
but show me a healthy marriage where they start off like that, and then I could try to understand where you're coming from.
What was your first date? Where did your parents go on their first date?
I'm not sure, but I know that my dad did pursue my mom.
I agree with that. He pursued her, but I'm saying, where did he take? I want you to find out where he.
Where did dad take you on y'all first date? She's on here. Where did dad take y'all on y'all first date?
Yeah, I don't remember.
And furthermore, like we said,
they met at church. Oh gosh.
You said that so far. They met at church.
That's about the same as coffee, though.
Me and my husband did, and we good. I hope so. I mean, kudos to you guys, but that's your standard. Mine is I'm not accepting a coffee date as the first date. I mean, kudos to you guys. Hey, I hope you are married. I hope the man never stepped out.
It's a spirit. Like Stephanie said.
It's not a spirit. Why are y'all saying that? See, this is what I'm saying. A woman that has higher, especially a black woman a white woman can have standards up here, and it's just A-okay. They want to have a man with 6 figures. But when a black woman says that I don't want to accept the coffee date, then black women are automatically trained to accept the bare minimum. I don't have to accept the bare minimum. If that's my standard, that is my standard. Just like everybody has their preference. That is my preference. It is because white women.
Can I ask you something? Can a man? Okay, let's say you meet a guy.
Standard. That's my standard.
Thank you, Tamara.
I got that. That's your standard. But what if you are in a loving relationship with a guy, and he said, "Hey, Jericho, let's go get some coffee. Let's go get some."
If the man loved me, he would know I don't drink coffee.
A man, he don't even know you to love you.
He said if you're in a loving relationship.
Ice cream.
Okay. Let's get ice cream. Let's go get ice cream.
No problem. No problem. But no problem. I have no problem with that. I don't have any problem with park dates or anything once we have established something or we are how do you say it? We are exclusively dating. But to start off trying to take me on a coffee date, absolutely not. That's not my preference. That's not my standard. And I'm sick of black women being made to feel like that we have to accept the bare minimum from a man. We don't have to accept that. If my standard is for you to take me to a posh, upscale place, then that's my preference. That's my standard. I have a right to that. Stop trying to make black women accept the bare minimum.
When you're talking about,
it's not.
Wow. You can't say that I'm accepting the bare minimum because I wouldn't have a problem with that. You are a woman who discerns. You can know if you're talking to someone and they're saying, I want to take you out for ice cream, you can know what their intentions really are. So let's stop the cap. You know somebody's intentions.
We all know
whether it's
men's
steak
intentions
dinner
is
or
to
ice
get
cream
in
dinner.
your panties. Men's intentions is always to get in your panties. That the end goal. The end goal is to always. No man is trying to date you to say, I just want to make a good friend and just love on Angela. And just, they are trying to get into your panties. So no, you're not going to take me for $275 and think you're gonna get no, absolutely not.
So
but you don't know that
everybody just trying to smash. That's what you saying.
So if he said, so let me ask you this. So let me ask you this. So you saying if their end goal is to get in your panties and you're not gonna do it for $2.75. So if a man take you on a dinner for $300, $500, oh, then he get to smash then?
Hey.
Absolutely not. That is not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is you're going to value me more than a $2.75 coffee date. I can buy my own coffee. I can buy my own steak, but it's the principle of it. If you can spend money, if you can spend $300 on some shoes.
The fact.
Hold on. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Marquil.
But don't let the price of the date. Don't let the price of the date deter you.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do not
exactly.
let you never know what you bypassing on. Don't let the price of the date deter you, because you could be bypassing your future husband or somebody great that could be in your life just because of a date. The date doesn't define you. The price of the date doesn't define you. That's what I really was trying to say. Go out and have fun. No, it don't. Listen, we know everybody on this podcast got more than $2.75. We know that.
Well, payday ain't till Thursday. We're
moving on to the next. Somebody said we need to have a thing where people can call in, and that's true. Maybe we could work on that. Listen, y'all, and that's a good segue for those who are just coming on. October the 14th, we are having a live show. All of this juicy conversation, topic, disagreements, all of that. We're going to be bringing a live show, and we're going to keep it just as real as we are on here at 6:30. Look, the information is on the screen there. We'll be putting that on our social media sites, and y'all will be able to be there live and in color. We're going to have interaction, Q&A with the audience. So y'all set that date aside, mark it on your calendars, and be with us October the 14th. Hey, we welcoming everybody, singles, married. Come on and chime in with us. What's the next topic? We only got a few more minutes, and we're going to let it go for tonight.
Okay, so the next question is, well, we probably always have. Have you ever continued in a relationship beyond what you knew was the expiration date?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
And why?
Because it was.
Why did you say?
It was comfortable, or you didn't want to lose some sort of benefit that was
not
going.
Want to be single.
Yeah.
Not want to really deal with your own self. A lot of us are scared looking in the mirror and really faced with what's broken. So,
okay, women.
Like I said, I wanted to maintain a particular benefit or benefits that I was getting. I wasn't really. I remember being with this chick a few years ago, and she was cool, but for real, I wasn't feeling her enough to be like dating her. But three things that she used to do that I was like, oh Lord, I don't want to lose that. She could cook her tail off for
Why
one.
you holding your neck though?
Huh?
Why you holding your neck when you said that though?
Just saying, like, oh Lord, I had a flash. But
see what I'm saying? Their goal is to get in your drawers. Now he held on this woman knowing he didn't want her, but because
wait a minute now, you ain't gonna attack me for my answer now. Wait a minute now. You asked a question. I'm just trying to keep it a book with you, man.
I'm listening. I appreciate the honesty and the transparency.
Oh, but she could cook. She could cook real good, and then she used to get these bomb massages, right? Like she could massage like real good, and then she had some other skills. But and I was like, ooh, I used to not want to go over there. I really didn't, but I was like, man, I know she gonna cook. I know she gonna massage my shoulders and my neck, and then I know she gonna tie me up. So I ain't want to lose that because it was
what I'm saying?
Because it was. But you asked though. But you got women that stay beyond because they don't want to lose the financial support. Hello.
I hope things change.
Hello.
Change. Yeah.
That's true. Steph, have you ever stayed past the expiration?
I have.
And for what reason?
That was deep right there, wasn't it, Marquel?
Well, I'm telling you.
Hello, church.
I know. Go on and tell it, Steph. Tell it.
I have, to be honest, and I tell people this realistically, I haven't had a lot of dating experiences, whatever. I've, a lot of times, like when you have connected with somebody, whatever, for me, I was so churched and so sheltered. It's like, okay, when I did get out there and date, I was a late bloomer at that. And so it was like, okay, my mind, I'm in love with this person, I'm gonna make it work. And it's like we was on two opposite spectrums. Our lifestyles, everything was totally opposite. But because of that, and it was almost like my first love in the sense of what it was like, okay, well, I want to hold on to this as long as I possibly can, knowing that, it wasn't. And then too, some you can release a person, but they keep coming back, but you allow it, you know what I'm saying? You allow that cycle, whatever, to continue. So yeah.
You're right about that though.
I want to say something right quick. Sometimes we guilty of building things on faulty land. Like we don't take the time out to survey the land enough to know if it can withhold anything.
Yeah.
So a lot of time foundations are just built on faulty land. Like we don't survey the land enough to know what's going on with a person. By the time we figure out what a person got going on, we years in the relationship.
Mm-hmm. You better come on and talk about survey the land. Didn't he send Caleb to spy out the land? Got to bring some Bible here.
They want to spy it out on a coffee date. And going back to that, like somebody say, like Shamarla say, have we all heard first impressions matter? Haven't we all heard the term first impressions matter?
Yeah, and man can't take you on a coffee date.
Girl, forget a first impression. I'm not one of those. I don't care about a first impression because baby.
Okay, Angela, you don't care about,
and they be front and they be fake.
Care about the effort.
But Angela, you don't care about the first impression. Also, what if he comes to you and discuss his breath stink and everything, and you're not gonna care about that? First impressions matter to some kind.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm saying? So first impressions, I'm saying, you said first impressions don't matter. If a guy comes up to you and he's busted and disgusted, and he might be a good guy, but are you going? Is the first impression of him? Are you going to give him a chance if he jacked up and he trying to talk to you?
Girl,
you said we talking about first impression.
I'm talking about I meet you, and we're going over. No. I'm talking about the dates, the first impression dates. I'm talking about that date. So of course I done met you and checked out your hygiene a little bit. So I'm talking about the dates. As far as the first 30 days, 60 days of me meeting you, to me, that's the first impression, and I don't care nothing about it too much. I'm going to be evaluating and I'm going to take my time because people put on front.
But what if it's a blind date? What if it's a blind date or somebody that you met online? First impressions will still matter in that case because you're just seeing that person face to face. So that's why I'm saying
when you're talking about are you talking about looks? Because I thought we were talking about the date, the person, where they take us, the actual date. Or are you talking about the physical look?
All of it, because all of it is first impression. So if a person, their first impression, they're trying to make, I feel like if a person is really trying to make an impactful first impression, then they're going to do what it takes to make a good impression. That includes their presentation. That includes where they take you. That includes how they dress, how they smell, what they be like.
Besides their look, of course, I want you to look a certain way. So scratch that. I'm not talking about fake dates for the first dates. That's the first impression. I'm not impressed just because you took me there. I'm not impressed if you take me to get steak. I'm not impressed just because you take me to get coffee. I'm not impressed. Okay,
but
so that's what I mean. That don't mean nothing to me because people will do what they want to do to get what they want. They can be fake and flawed, and you find out later.
Now you know who you sound like. You know who you sound like. You sound like this one up here. You sound like this right here. That's who you sound like now. It's okay to be impressed.
But how?
I'm saying it's okay to be impressed.
No, because that's where now I probably will sound like her because that is where women mess up at. They so easily impressed, and now you so into it, and now you so stuck. Girl, sit down. You just met him 2 days ago, so I'm not easily impressed by anything.
As a man, when we take y'all out on a date, that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
We
impress.
Now listen though. I'm going to put a pin there. I probably like it. I'm not going to say I don't like it, but I'm not about to just be all in love.
If you take me on the helicopter ride,
I'm going to enjoy it. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy it, but that's not going to make me say, "Oh, he's."
I don't like helicopters.
I get what you're saying with that. I get what you're saying with that in the sense of, yeah, I might like, okay, it gets your attention, but it's not the end all be all because you still got to see how he's going to treat you. I get your point on that. His character, things of that sort or whatever. Also, so it's not just right off the bat, I'm gonna be like, oh, this is a yes because he took me to a 5-star restaurant. That's gonna, that's adding to, but it's not just gonna be the end all be all. I get what you're saying on that point.
I get that too, but what I'm saying is y'all don't have to put up this wall and be like, oh, I'm not going to show him I'm impressed. I ain't going to act like I'm impressed. It's okay to be impressed. And that's what you got to just...
No, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to let him know I enjoy it. Yeah, I'm not talking like that. He's going to know I had fun and I appreciate it and all of that.
You're going to show gratitude, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show gratitude.
A little gratitude to get you a long way, Shawty.
Yeah, no, it's not to say no. I don't think she's saying like, oh, no thank you. No, it's like I appreciate this. It was so nice, sweet, kind. But in your mind, you're not just gonna say, oh, baby, I'm about to marry him. Whatever, he the one. Cause he done took me and got me some lobster. No, that's what we're saying.
Do you kiss on the first date? Do you kiss a man on the first date?
Not me. I've never kissed him.
I don't plan on doing that, but if I'm grown, if I felt like it.
Derek, I already know you probably punch him in the stomach on the first date. Get out my face.
We got Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish what you were gonna say.
No, I was just gonna say something, but go ahead.
I was gonna say, let's get to the one more that I wanted to talk about, and then we're gonna let it go because we didn't hear the people long enough. Thank y'all for those who are tuned in. We appreciate y'all. Woo, it was rough tonight. My God, like Lord,
actually a good show.
Yeah,
it really was.
That's a good show.
Good show.
This is all it get real tough.
I ganging up on Jericho.
Hey, look, my shoulder's big enough to take it because I can take it. It don't matter.
I don't know how we came from the same mom and daddy. Our presence is so different.
Well,
Did your mom ever answer the question? No. Did your mom ever answer the question?
She might have logged out. She couldn't take it no more. Too much pressure.
But you know what, Steph? That's how you know it's the spirit that Wisdom Speaks is dealing with because that I'm just playing. It ain't a spirit. It's not a spirit, but it's definitely a lot based off of your experience, based off of
it's
your
really
life
not.
and your experience.
Yeah, and I will say it is.
Yes, it is.
It is in a way because I have learned a lot in my experience. I'm the type of person that I learn from my mistakes and I learn from other people's mistakes as well. I'm not going to keep falling into the same trap over and over again.
That everybody didn't experience that. So you so hard saying women are accepting lower than they should, and everybody doesn't have your experience. So no, they're not accepting the bare minimum. Like you standing so strong, like
I would take that back. I would rephrase that. My standard is my standard. If you accept coffee dates, that's on you. But in my standard, that's low ball. In your standard, that may be high ball. So hey, that's on you.
And remember that's low for you because you've been low balled so much. Because you've been low balled.
I haven't.
That's why it's low for you.
I really can't say I haven't. My ex-fiance took me on expensive dates. He bought me expensive gifts. My ex, when we were in relationships,
expensive dates mean nothing.
How did you come to determine that a coffee date is a lowball date? Like where did that perspective come from?
The perspective came from the fact that
them groups,
Coffee date, no, not that. Because a coffee date, like I said, is $2.75. And what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that a coffee date is always, you know what I'm saying, lowballing once you have been in a, but to get somebody for a first impression, and you're talking about a coffee date, that is the absolute cheapest thing you can do. That's almost like what we're talking about, the what you're doing text. It's almost in a way to say that, you know, I'm taking you out, I'm spending time with you, but at the same time, you're doing the least possible thing you can do to say that you spent time with me. That correlates back to the what you're doing text message. Like y'all said, y'all didn't like the what you're doing text message all the time because it's the bare minimum form of communication. A coffee date is the bare minimum form of a date that you can take somebody on to get to know them, because your end goal is still the same. Let's not act like the end goal is not the same. Every guy takes a woman out with the end goal of, I want to see her naked. I want to penetrate this woman. No man is taking you out on a date to get to know you, just to be your friend. Let's be real.
If a man is genuinely trying to find his wife or his partner, you can't.
Why is he trying to find his wife and partner so he can have somebody to penetrate? This is always the end goal. Let's be real. Let's stop trying to act like men just want to be our friends so much that they want to date us just so they can go shopping. Sex is the end goal, always the end goal for a man. If a woman don't think that, you better open up your eyes to reality.
That's not true. That's not true.
No, sex is a part of sex. Okay, if a man, hold on. If a man is serious about finding his woman, of course we know sex is one of the benefits of that, but that doesn't mean that he's automatically like, I'm trying to, yes, he know that's coming. Like that's generally, but that's not necessarily, if he's genuinely trying to find his wife, he's trying to see what their character is about. Things that, of course, like, yes, in the marriage and stuff, he's going to desire sex. I mean,
yes, he's genuinely trying to find his wife, but I guarantee you he has gone on dates with women who he has sex with. Let's be real. He could be trying to find his wife, and if you're willing to give it up before he put that ring on his hand, he will gladly accept it. He will gladly take it. He ain't gonna cut you off and say, hold up, wait a minute, I'm waiting for my wife, I don't want to sleep with you. He will gladly penetrate. So let's stop. Let's be real. That is very true. It's very true. That's the end goal.
Sex and all that is great, but we're all at an age where it's like, what else you got? You know, after a while, everything seems to get old.
You said after a while, but every man that meet a woman, that to him, that's new booty meat. New booty, that's new booty meat. So it don't matter how old and tired he is of sex. The only time a man get tired of sex is when he got erectile dysfunction.
What? Hold on, say that again. The only time what?
Let's go to therapy.
What you saying?
All the time he's not concerned about sex, and when he has erectile dysfunction. Other than that, the end goal is to get you under the covers to bump and grind.
It's
so you think all men are just predators, huh?
We got the fast. I'm for the fast.
All men are hunters in nature.
I'm for the fast.
You think all
men are hunters in nature? Absolutely. All men are hunters in nature. So they have a predatory nature about them. Yeah, absolutely.
Some of us will take the time out to actually date somebody, get to know somebody. You know, whether it's a coffee date or a
lot of times they will go out. They will date you. They will court you. They will take you on all the coffee dates you want. But at the end of the day, they're gonna want you to put out.
Tam said, if that's the case, that's the end goal for women too. What's the end goal for women?
You know what, Tim? You know what? It's a part of the end goal. It is.
The main goal for women is to find companionship, to find a partner.
Well, why are we trying to find a partner? So you can have financial stability, somebody that you can build with, somebody that you can also make love with into.
I mean, that's part of it, but it's not so much of an end goal. Right, it's not so much of an end goal for women as it is for men. Women more so can hold themselves until they find the right one. Versus a man will go and sleep with a prostitute to get some. Don't tell me that the man don't want to have sex. The man got to have sex. It's in their nature. They have to have it. It's not like he wants it. He has to have it. So if he meets you, that's absolutely his goal is to get some of what you got.
Why can't men have the same end goal?
Because men and women are not the same, and that's just nature. We're not the same.
Mighty God.
Thank you. So another woman that got sense. Thank you for this.
Ooh, this been a rough ride tonight. This been a rough ride.
To my family that's watching this? I was not expecting none of this tonight. I don't want to apologize.
This been a rough ride. This been a rough ride. We appreciate y'all who didn't held on tonight. We about to wrap it up. I don't think I could take no more. I wanted to get to the ghosting, but I think so too, Tam. It is, and I'm praying for my sister.
I'm not hurt. I honestly, people think that you're hurt when you elevate yourself and have different standards. I'm not hurt. Everybody that I'm not even scoring. My sister would tell you, any of my exes, they can bring their new woman with them. I don't care or anything like that. I'm not scoring. I have honestly sought God for
trauma.
It's not trauma. It's just, if you burnt your hand on the stove before, you're not gonna be foolish enough to go back and put your hand on the stove again when it's hot. That's just we all learn from life experiences. We all do, and you learn from those traumas. And I've had trauma in my life, and I've learned from those. And in just learning men, a little hurt. No, baby, I'm not hurt. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm not hurt at all. I just want women to, especially black women, to stop settling for the bare minimum, because these men, especially black men, will give you the bare minimum, and they will still want you to give all, your all, your all, your all. Look at the perfect example. Dwayne Wade is a filthy rich millionaire. His wife is also a millionaire, but she doesn't have as much money as he has. He agrees with them paying 50-50 on the house bills, but yet it's still this woman has accepted his bastard child. She has took on his other yes, he had a bastard child on her. Now she's doing all this, and he still expect her to pay 50-50. So what I'm saying is these men will lowball you as long as you allow them to lowball you. And black women have to raise up our standards if we want black men to raise up their standards of how they treat us.
Jerica, she had the option to leave.
True.
She had the option to leave.
Ain't nobody making her stay.
When you stay and accept it, you got to accept everything that come along with it. I know what you're talking about. That same post, he was like, they agreed to pay half the bills. He didn't ask her to. She wanted to pay half the bills too.
Well, maybe she felt the pressure too, but like,
you know what she said? She agreed to that because he has a bunch of family that he pays. He has to pay a lot of other households. There's nothing wrong with that.
Did y'all see the interview where she said she has a lot on her plate and she stresses about money? When you're married to a multi-millionaire and you are sitting on an interview saying that you stress about money because you have so many responsibilities, yet he didn't ask her to accept. He asked her to accept that outside child. He want her to take care of his boy daughter.
She can go.
She taking care of his. She done had multiple miscarriages with this man. He wanted her to accept that.
She wanted to go.
And you think she just been 100% innocent?
She stayed.
I'm not saying she's been 100% innocent, but at the same time, it was an example. It was an example of the simple fact she didn't want to go 50-50.
Now remember, this is the same woman that said if she's the primary breadwinner, she has the right to cheat. She said that. Huh?
When did she say that?
She said that about her first marriage. She said she was the primary bread. She used to cheat on her husband, her ex-husband. And she said because she was the primary breadwinner, and then she was the only breadwinner because he wasn't working it up. Huh?
No, I'm saying they're saying that you're trying to flip it, which is
I'm not trying to flip nothing. I'm just saying you keep talking about, oh, he forcing her to accept this, accept that. What about when she said, because I'm the primary breadwinner, I can cheat? She said
like y'all just said, her ex-husband could have left. He could have left.
But
guess what? He was enjoying the luxury of being taken care of, like most of these black men like. They like to be taken care of. That's why they want
you know what, Steph? I'm gonna pray and fast with you.
I mean, we got to pray.
I'm a fast tonight.
Because the thing of it is, and like I said, this show is not too like. I hope, and y'all must be enjoying all this drama because y'all been staying on tonight. Y'all must be.
Y'all know the truth. Let's be real. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all just don't like my presentation, but y'all know I'm telling the truth.
Marquel, I have no more
I try to get some of the things that you're saying. Lord help me. I need to take a pain pill, a headache pill, or something because it's been a lot. Look, let's get to one more, and I'm serious, we're gonna let it go, y'all. I want to get to the ghosting.
We know Jerica has a lot of truth in her. Don't get it twisted.
Speaking our heavenly like right now, I love my sister, but I'm like, my God, I want to have a brother-in-law with her, but Jesus Christ, like. Let's go to this last one and we're gonna wrap up. Listen, if y'all have enjoyed tonight, y'all can only imagine what it's gonna be like October the 14th. October 14th, y'all meet us at 6:30. Okay, we're gonna get the information out there. Y'all meet us at October 14th.
Come see me. I want to see y'all in person. Y'all need to see me in person.
Yeah, y'all need to see this circus in person. Yeah.
Woo, Jesus. Let's get to this last one. The last one about the ghosting. And we're gonna get off of here in like 10 minutes.
Okay. Read the question, Stephanie. I lost my thing.
To ghost or not to ghost? Is it okay? Is it okay to ghost someone? Say y'all went out on the first few dates or whatever, and you wasn't feeling them, and you just ghosted them. I have been ghosted, y'all. I can admit I've been ghosted, and I was like, dang. I mean, it's like, wow, okay.
We all got ghosted.
No explanation or nothing. I'm like, okay, I know I'm a dope woman. like, but I mean, if you ain't like me, you ain't like me. So hey, I understand that or whatever. Maybe I wasn't putting out. It wasn't on a coffee date. I went on a few dates, but I guess I wasn't talking about dropping no pennies. So maybe that was. Is it okay to go someone, or should you let the person know? Or should you let the person know, like, hey, it was great, but I feel like we don't have anything coming? Because I've done it before to a guy. Like, I was like, okay, it was good, but I don't see this going anywhere. Rather than just like, but then I will say, well, I guess sometimes you get what you dish out, because I have been on dating apps, and sometimes I do it unintentionally. Like, if my life gets busy, and sometimes I forget to get on the dating apps, and a guy might have been sent me a message on there, and then like a week go by, 2 weeks, and then I'm like, dang, I forgot to reach out to him or say anything. So is it okay? Which areas I would say is okay to ghost? Is it okay to not respond back on dating apps, or if you go out with somebody and you just ain't feeling them, never call them again? Is it okay, y'all?
You don't owe anybody anything that you don't know. I say if you ain't feeling them, go cut communication, block. I have done it several times, and I don't feel bad about it. If I'm not feeling you, because for me to ghost you like that, you said something that was off. If I know it's not going to carry on, there's no point even having another conversation.
Hello.
Just cut it off, call it a day.
You said what, Mark? You probably said what?
He probably said hello. How are you? No.
It depends on how deep the relationship was.
And look, y'all, I just want to put this out here because this is my family, and I'm trying to redeem them.
Girl, I don't need nobody to redeem me.
Listen, she sounds more harsh on here than she really is. She really is a loving person. Jerica's the type of person, she would give you the shirt off her back. And I've seen her in relationships, and I can honestly say she has been a good woman in her relationships. When she's 10 toes down for you, she's 10 toes down for you. I think she's been scorned? I think so. And but I just want to put that disclaimer out. She really is a good-hearted person. So if my husband is out there, if my husband is out here, don't be scared by her. I won't let her bother you. I won't let her bother you.
You better be right, because I can smell phony and fake from a mile.
Yeah. Nobody's safe. I don't have it. Steph, nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. I believe she's gonna have a key to all y'all houses too. She is.
I got one now.
You what now?
I got one now.
Marquell, it ain't too late, bro.
So is it okay to ghost? Let's see what the comments say. Jada said, guys have ghosted me, and then I'll reach out and be like, what happened? They'll be like, you have maintenance. So I guess you were saying you have high maintenance. So I can agree with the disconnect, because to me, that means they're not ready to be alone in a committed relationship. Tam said, I ghosted a guy after I was honest with him and told him that I didn't think it was going to work. Yet he kept contacting me because he said that's not how he really felt. So, but I guess that wasn't necessarily ghost him, because you did try to let him know. He just wasn't trying to hear it.
Right.
I would say this: sometimes don't let your standards be so high that God can't even reach them.
I don't think you'll have. God say a man got to love me like Christ loved the church, and Christ
this
got
ain't
up on the
about you,
cross.
That's
Jericho.
his wife.
Sacrifice.
Wife. Let a man love his wife, not the woman he just met.
Of course, but you gotta impress me.
But according to you, we can't impress you.
Absolutely. I did not say that. I did not say that. I said first impressions matter. I did say that, did I not?
So a man would have to take you to what? Fogo de Chao for a first date?
No, it's about the thought of it and how much you put into impressing me. Yeah, because how you start is how you're gonna finish. And if you don't put any thought into a coffee date, you just pick up.
It don't take much thought to go to Fogo.
You don't have to put thought into a 5-star restaurant.
We're talking about
all you need is $150.
We agreed that to disagree. Right. We're talking about ghosting. Okay.
I have ghosted a girl before. Yeah, I've ghosted plenty of girls before. Yes.
I've been on both sides of it.
I have ghosted and I have been ghosted. It is what it is.
Why did you ghost them?
Because you just wasn't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Or either they I think I ghosted a couple girls one time because they started asking for money too early. Yo, you don't do that. Don't start asking for money and we ain't even met yet, so.
What type of women are you meeting?
The same type of men you meet.
Yeah.
No, the men I meet, they don't want no money. No,
what they want?
To get in my drawers.
Okay, well, guess what? The same way you feel about your body, that's the same way a man feels about his money.
At my point specifically.
But the thing is, we understand we gotta spend it, but you just can't act like that's all you want though. We'll spend money, but we gotta be into each other. You just can't be there for the money. Give me some respect, man. You know what I'm saying?
Are you there just for the money, Jericho? Are you there just for the money?
Absolutely not. Because I can finance my own lifestyle. So if I was there for the money, then if I'm waiting on a man for money, then I wouldn't be a homeowner. I wouldn't have my own car. I wouldn't have the travel experiences I've had. If I was waiting on a man, I take my own self out to steak dinners all the time. I'm not there for the money, but what I'm saying is if you value your money, just like that goes back to the whole wedding ring situation, engagement ring situation that people were talking about before or whatever. If a man gave you this little bitty tiny, bubble gum like ring to propose to you, would that be okay for you? And most women said no, because it's no thought, it's no value, it's no anything. If a man values you that much, he will work or whatever to do what he needs to do to get a ring that he feels like is valuable enough for the woman that he loves. The same thought process a man uses for a date. If he values you enough or think that you are more worth his time, he's going to put more effort, more money, things that he values into you. That's what it is. And if a man is putting you on a first date or a second date into a coffee date, he's just trying to see if you could be another woman on his belt, or seeing if you can notch on his belt, or seeing if it can go somewhere. If you accept that, then he's going to say the next thing, I'll cook for you at my house, because that's what he's trying to get down to in the first place.
I like that.
I don't agree. I don't think that's
well. Have you ever been ghosted, sir?
Yeah, I done been ghosted, and I have done some ghosting. I would say this: if it's under 2 months, it's okay to ghost somebody. I feel like don't ghost nobody when stuff gets serious. Like when I'm thinking it's going somewhere, we talking about going somewhere, that's when it's not cool. But like in the first 2 months, and we just kind of just sort of talking, whatever. Yeah, it'll make the big old
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think it's cool to ghost somebody if y'all ain't met yet. Like if y'all met online, you know what I'm saying, and y'all been talking, but y'all ain't met face to face. I think it's cool to ghost somebody.
Yeah. But if you met in person and you went on 1 or 2 dates and then you ghost them, is that so? You think that's not okay?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you can. If we done gone out and spent time, man, you can keep it a buck with me. You know what I'm saying? But if we just been inboxing and texting and we ain't never seen each other face to face, hey man, I'm gonna holler at you.
Right.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Audience, I've never been. What do y'all have to say in our final wrap up? What do y'all have to say? I'm like you tonight, Mark. I've been through a ball of emotions. I don't know what to feel right now.
And as harsh as y'all may think I am, I have never been ghosted, believe it or not, but I have done some ghosting.
Well, it's hard to ghost him when you stalking them, Jericho.
I don't stalk nobody.
We got to give it up for Jericho having the most controversial show tonight.
I knew it was going to be this way. I knew it was going to be controversial.
I'm not condoning that, man. I'm not condoning.
Praise God. Praise God.
Praise God. Be quiet.
Well, listen.
With them big mama curtains in the background.
Carl, you have to go back and watch it. It was so much tonight. It was so much. Oh, I know you would miss it because I know you would have been chiming in, going off. But we appreciate y'all so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Listen, I tell y'all this all the time. Go ahead.
I was saying thank you to Michelle. Like everybody was chiming in saying to get up off me, and they love my perspective. So I thank you. Thank you.
Crazy.
These are other women with high standards who understand what I'm saying.
Oh Lord, mother, you ain't the only crazy one out there. You ain't the only crazy one out there. Y'all got crazy.
Oh gosh. Well, listen, y'all, it's been a real good show. I hope you all have enjoyed it. Thank y'all for tuning in with us every other week with our crazy shenanigans. I assume y'all must like it at some point. But we sure appreciate y'all just chiming in. And again, as I said earlier, we don't claim to have all the answers. Some of us may be a little delusional on here. I'm not calling any names. But the whole point is that we're bringing out different perspectives, and in the midst of it, hey, if you can get some tidbits of knowledge from it, by all means, go for it. We're hoping at some point that, even in the midst of our disagreements and our misunderstandings of men and women, we can collectively come to some type of terms where we can try to bridge the gap, because in our community, we need more love. I don't know about y'all, but we need more love. What the song says, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. So we need a little bit of that in our lives, okay? All right, but again, thank y'all so much for joining in. Healing, yes, Shabbat. We need healing in the land. We appreciate y'all so much. Until next time, y'all be blessed, be favored, be loved. And we're looking to see y'all October 14th, 6:30. Look out for the information. We want to see y'all there, okay? We're going to have a blast. Until next time, love you guys. Bye.
If y'all need healing.